Hello there, my lovely ladies. I hope you had a lovely day. I had a wonderful day and excited for today's topic. We'll be sharing about friendship. Woohoo! Specifically, we'll be talking about how to make and how to nurture thriving friendships in adulthood. I'll share 5 tips for that. Because as you might have experienced, it feels much different from childhood, where it was all about fun and adventures and sometimes even unconsciously avoiding pain, but time felt limitless. In adulthood, sometimes it can feel a bit lonelier, or sometimes it can feel like you're really chasing so hard. So the first tip is to know, I'll be sharing 5 tips, like I said. The first one is to know what your own purpose is, what your own priorities are. This keeps you aligned. This keeps you drawing people who are in your path, and also sort of helps you to limit or sieve out people that are very far from your path, very far from your values, very far from your priorities, very far from your purpose. There's a place for them, but you don't want them in the inner core, taking so much of your time and so much of your energy. So know yourself first, know your purpose. Number 2 is be curious. So let's say you already now know your purpose and you've gotten your group of people. Learn about their priorities and their goals. When you know what their priorities and their goals are, when you're aligning with them in a particular season, let's say in this season, the big thing for you is growing your business, then you can align to this specific friends or a friend who is thinking about business as well. Or when you're in another season that you're thinking, I really need to start a family or get married, align yourself with those ones who are feeling the same, or those ones who can mentor you in the same direction. If you're thinking about growing, improving your career or something, or going back to school, whatever it is, lean closer to the friends that are chasing the thing that you're also chasing. If you're thinking about getting closer to the Lord or growing your faith much more, lean closer to those friends. If you feel like some friends have distanced themselves for a season, don't take it personally. Sometimes this is the thing that they're doing. They're leaning closer to the ones that are more aligned to them in that season. So check up on them once in a while, but feel free to hold them loosely in different seasons, as they also should feel free to hold you loosely in different seasons. So that's 2. For 3, we'll talk about being intentional about spending time together. So some friends have got a friend that we schedule in our calendars times to catch up. I really enjoy that, and it's really grown our friendship. With other friends, I also have instinctive, she will know and I will know that we need to catch up. Many friends, many of my close friends, we feel that way. And when we talk, it's very nourishing for both of us. So whatever it is, just make sure you're intentional. You're not just thinking, when we catch up, we'll catch up. Those times, it takes so very long. On that one, we'll go to number... Are we on 4 now? Yes, we are on 4. I find that meeting in restaurants is really nice and special, but you don't want to have this sort of events to be the foundation of your friendship. I prefer to have friends at home, because when I have them at home, then we can share much more. I feel much freer. So we do sometimes go to restaurants, yes, but I find that friendships blossom more when we share or when we meet up in our personal places or spaces, so to say. And I don't know what you think about that, but for me, that is the thing that I want the most, to have my friends at home, to have my friends or I going to their homes. I really find it special, and the connection is much deeper than, in restaurants there. You will feel happy, but you won't go very far. If your friend wants to cry, or if you want to cry, it feels a bit more awkward in the restaurant than it would be at home. So ladies, if you're thinking about, this is such a big and stretching thing, no, it doesn't have to be. It could be tea or something simple, or, you know, enjoy having your friends at home. And if you can, have them much more. At least I enjoy that. Please share tips on how to nurture your friendships, or how to have friends coming over much easier at home. Number 5, and the last one, I think adult friendships are about practicality. It's not about saying these things, saying that you love them, saying, you know, which I feel was a lot on what we did in childhood. Practicality. I'll share a couple of things that really have been very special to me recently. So a friend of mine learned that my mom was hosting another friend, and she didn't even tell me, but she just sent them some money to have fun, to enjoy. I thought, oh my goodness, that's really kind of them. And those are the kind of things that I mean are quite practical. Another friend started a company, and I don't know much about the things that he's working on. And so I thought, ooh, I will share this contact with them in case this helps them. And turns out that it's going really well. So even if you're not directly not interested, but even if you're not directly able to help them, when you know your friends' priorities, you're able to practically help them. And in this practically helping them or being present in their lives, I'd like to add celebrating them. So when your friends achieve their goals, even if it's not a humongous conventional milestone, you know, it's not like they're getting married or something, but they did tell you that they want this little goal. Maybe for you it's little, but for them, this is the goal for the year. Maybe to finish a book, or maybe to whatever it is. When they achieve that goal, celebrate them. Celebrate them. It doesn't have to be that they had a baby or that they got married or something like that. Whatever your goals, whatever your friends' goals are, make them know that they're special to you by being there to cheer them on. Throw them a party even. Yeah, that's about it. I hope you've gotten some tips, and do feel free to add some more. See you later. Bye-bye.